Hey, Prabhat. Hello, hello.
Hello, are you able to hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Nice, Prabhat. How's your morning going?
Yeah, good. How about you?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
Yes.
So let's get this meeting started. So
Yes.
first things first, how's your progress coming along? How are you feeling
Um,
so far?
yeah, yeah, it's going decent. So last week I submitted that project. You gave me some comments.
All right.
So, I worked on those comments. I'm just finishing up. So I had some questions regarding some of the comments which you shared. So
For
I just
sure. Yeah, let's go over them. If you want to screen share, I think that would be best then, and we
yeah,
can go over the each comment individually.
yeah.
All right. Cool. You can see your screen now. And let's take a look.
Uh,
Yeah, view feedback, that's where it is. Okay, cool. So it says first one.
yeah. So I'm good with the first comment. I've made the specific changes,
Okay,
so I'm good with that. Uh,
awesome.
yes, but uh, so this one thing I did in the result, which I don't know whether you have seen or not.
Okay,
I just wanted to share that one. So this part. So the one of the issues I was facing was the PostgreSQL was not accepting the data types which it was loading.
okay,
So I checked on the internet how to solve, and I used this.
all right.
But
Yeah, go ahead.
is that okay, or is there any other way of doing it?
I'll have to take a look at the error. So you were saying that you were getting an error saying that
Yes.
the
So
data types were wrong.
yes. So basically, I'm extracting using the data which I was getting, which was getting extracted was NumPy dot int64.
Okay, and what are you applying it in the how are you applying it to your data that
How in the sense? So, I guess when I load the data into the database tables,
okay?
so once I extract it, I think I'll show it in the Pine notebook. Maybe there it will be. So I think after, suppose say this step,
Okay.
even this step, if you see the data types of the last two, the year and the duration will be NumPy data types.
All right.
So for that to commit into this, what do you say, into the table, insert record into this table, this for this to execute,
Okay.
I had to put this.
Got it. Got it. All right. I mean, if that works, you can definitely go ahead and use it. It's up to you. It's at the end. Is what sort of data type do you want to use on your
Yes.
final table?
So
But also you have the option of simply keeping the same data type as it's coming from. So
okay.
basically, if it's coming in as a string, you can
Yes.
definitely keep it as a string in your
Yes.
final table,
Yes.
and
Yes.
then you don't have to convert it. But if you want to convert it that way and it's working, it's not throwing an error, I say that's okay.
It's okay. So generally, like, so the what is the standard way of dealing with that? So I guess my general question will be, so
Mhm.
there is a specific data type coming and it is not compatible to the source where we are loading. So because we are loading it into the Postgres environment. So
Right. I would say like a common Python way of doing it, just like there are certain functions for pandas or NumPy. I think I can Google one really quickly. So let's say you want something is coming as a string and you want to change it to integer. So I think it's for pandas, change a string to integer is as simple as saying as type. I think as type is the one that I've seen more often.
okay. Okay.
So let me share my screen a little bit. Uh, so I think the one that I've seen more common, it's just taking the column from the data frame and just changing it as type integer, and then you can use that
Okay.
column. Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
I
Okay.
think this is the more common way I've seen it.
Okay. Sure. That helps. That helps.
All right, awesome. And let me see if I can give you some. Actually, let me share this through the chat. I'll change it. Well, I'll actually send it through our one-on-one right here.
Yes.
Cool, awesome. What else? What else? How else can I help you?
Yes. So that was one of the questions I had.
All right.
So the other one was.
I think you need to share again because when
Oh,
I
okay.
shared mine, I stopped your sharing.
Okay. I am not able to.
You're not
Just
able to share?
give me 1 second. I am
All right.
not able. Oh, yes. Uh, I don't know. I'm somehow not able to get that screen anymore. That dialog box.
Oh, I see what you mean. What you can do is you can click on what happens when you click on the Zoom icon.
It's just showing join a meeting or sign in. It's asking me to sign in, I guess.
Oh, it's asking you to sign in. I understand. On top, show chat want help. Window. Yeah, if you go on the top settings where it says window, there's one that says bring all to front. What happens when you click that?
Which one?
Let me share my screen a little bit. Let's see if it shows. So you're in Zoom. If you click on window, as you can see, this is Zoom.
Oh, yeah. I got it. I got it now.
Awesome.
I minimize this. Okay. I minimize the screen.
All right. You should be able to share now, I think.
Yeah, sure.
Awesome.
Okay.
Cool.
So
What's the other question?
So one more thing is, so for the users table,
Right?
I used this part of the code.
Of duplicates? Nice.
I'm supposed to use that, right?
I think so. Let me take a look at my solution.
Because what was happening, at least when I was solving this problem, was that the table had duplicate user IDs. So it was encountering duplicate user IDs. So I just had to remove that before I was inserting into the table.
Right. Give me 1 second. So data frame, high table, low user table. So you were having duplicate user IDs in the data frame. I'm not sure about it because user ID, first name, last name, gender, level. No, you're absolutely right. Yeah, you can freely drop duplicates because
Okay.
this is just for building a user table, and you
Yes.
definitely don't want any duplicates.
Yes.
And just make sure you don't do that for the song place table.
Yes. I didn't do that. I didn't do that. Yes.
All right, awesome.
And one more question I had was, so here the implement song select query in song queue to find this part.
All
Why
right.
are they using the so why are they using the title? Just the artist name. Why are they using the duration? That just the title and the artist name should be good enough to link the two tables, right?
I agree. Yeah, title and
Duration.
artist name should be enough to link
Yeah.
both. Sorry,
Yeah.
there's like some noise outside. But
Yes.
yeah, I agree with you. Title and artist name should be enough. I
Yes.
think just the duration of the song is to give it like an extra layer in
Okay.
case you do have some. Because there are some artist name that could be the same. I don't know if someone is called I don't know, the Rock and Rollers. The other band has the same name, and they
Okay.
have a song called I don't know about it or whatever. You want to have that extra layer of protection. But
Okay.
I agree. Most cases, just title and artist name would be enough.
But having the duration, the complexity I was facing was that both the duration again the data types were different. The number of decimal places in one was about 6 or 7, and in the other was just 3 or 4. So
Oh, really?
yeah,
Hmm.
so I don't know how you will get a exact match, but I thought it was not necessary. So and I didn't put this criteria duration, but
Right.
it was
Yeah, I agree. I agree. You can live it out.
okay. So so that was with last week's questions. So I looked at your what to say comments for the markdown style, and also so I wrote it like this. This is what you had in mind, right? This me writing all these tags, using all these tags.
Not really, because those will show as HTML. There is another format which escapes the name of it right now for MD formatting, which is a little bit different, but it's simpler. It's simpler than HTML. It's not a big deal. MD formatting. Um, oh, it's called Markdown. All right,
Markdown.
Markdown formatting. So Markdown formatting is really simple. So let me share my screen again.
Okay.
Um, so Markdown formatting is for MD files such as the README, and basically, for example, for bold you use 2 stars before and
Okay.
after the word.
Okay.
For list you use a star. That's it. You don't need to define that it's an order list or an order list. You just
Okay.
can use like dashes or you can use the
Okay.
stars, and it will
Okay.
show like this.
Okay.
Mhm. And for headings, for example, you can use 1 hash or 3 hashes, and it will show like this.
Okay. Okay.
All
Okay.
right. So let me send this as well
Okay. Sure.
through Slack. No, through GitHub. Through no, not through GitHub, through our chat.
Yes.
Here you go. You got it.
Okay. So
And one question for me: did you solve the issue of the users? Um, so there was a comment where it said, I kind of forgot the comment. But what I'm going about is actually let me share it to you first.
the level where
Exactly. Yes, the level for the user.
level. Yes. So uh, on conflict, that code was on conflict. Do update.
Exactly.
Do
That's it.
update. I did
Yeah.
that. I did that.
Awesome. Basic. Okay. That was basic.
Yeah.
Basic.
Yeah. 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 Do on conflict. Do not for this thing. It was do update. I did that.
Awesome. Perfect. Yeah, that was my question.
I didn't know that before, like how it would work if there is a conflict. I didn't anticipate. I didn't even actually know what level meant. I was confused. But
Right, right. Yeah, and it's just basically since this is like a streaming platform, you have like unpaid users and you have membership users, so you
yes,
need to be able to handle those changes. Yeah.
yes, yes. So
Awesome.
I have updated that. That comment I have taken care. That
Perfect.
good. So one more thing I wanted to discuss was, so you asked me to write queries, right? But it's not necessary that the query should run, right? Because if you see what I've done here,
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
that
Yeah,
should be good. Okay,
yeah, that should
okay.
be
That,
good.
because all the data, all the IDs are not mapped to the current what is a tables, right? The Songplay fact table has only 2 records where the IDs are mapped. So these queries may not get results. So you just want basically hypothetical queries. And I'll
Yeah, hypothetical query are fine, for sure.
for now. Okay. And so while I've been doing this, I've also started working on the next aspect, the NoSQL modeling. But
Uh-huh.
from morning, I've been like today morning, I did a bit of work, but I've been facing a lot of problems. So the queries. So for example, uh, this is a prime exercise. I tried to do it, but I'm getting some error message which I'm not able to understand.
All right.
So,
So this is for exercise 2, right?
yes, yes.
So import inside the word
So
square.
shall I run it again?
Yeah, go ahead, run it again.
Okay. So I did this. I
Eh,
did this. There were no changes.
Okay.
This is the expected query. So you have to design the table as per that. So
Mm-hmm.
I did this. So it created this table. So this is creating the table.
All right.
When I'm running the query, I'm getting this error.
Okay. Can you scroll up a little bit, please?
Yes.
So it says, let's insert the data into the table. For insert into music library, year, artist name, album name, and CD. For the values that you have right there. Can you scroll?
Is it because of the small c?
Message in the file column C. Yeah, I think that's it. Change it because when you define the table,
Okay.
uh,
Here also I put it big C. So let me see. So I run it again.
wait, I still see a small c and a big C.
Yeah, here I have to change. Okay.
Oh yeah, change it back. Uh-huh.
Oh,
There
okay.
you go. Yeah, they
Okay.
like it didn't match the both columns. Now
Okay.
let's
So
look into that.
so that means it is case sensitive. Are you saying it is case sensitive?
Yeah, it's case sensitive. Yeah,
Okay.
for the column names for sure.
Okay. 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 So I'll just look at this, and the same error I was getting a lot of places. So I'll see, and I'll work on this. Uh, yeah. So I think I'm good for now. All these. Like for the first project, right? One general question I had, at least, for the submission of the project, it looks fine, but I was trying to understand how the whole, what do you say, all the 3 queries were designed.
Right.
Yeah. So if you can you just give me a high level overview of how they have designed the whole queries
For the second project, or for the first
for the
project.
first project? For the
Sure.
second project is small, but first project is big in scopes and size, right? It
Right.
involves many things. So I was just trying to understand, because certain part of the code have already been pre-written, especially in this SQL dot, not SQL dot, the create tables. I was trying to understand all these main, how they have written, how they have this cur con, these things basically. I was just trying to understand.
Yeah,
But
sure. No problem. Let me start sharing on my end. So basically, the question is like a big picture of what each file and method is doing, right?
yes, yes, and the
Awesome.
flow basically, how it is being done basically.
All right. Perfect. So basically, what you want at the end of the day is being able to run the ETL file,
Yes.
boom, and just by running that simple file, you have your tables created, you extracted all your data, and you populated those tables, right?
Yes.
So this is the way that it works. So when you run the ETL, it's going to import everything, and it's going to look for this main here. So basically,
Okay.
what you're saying is, when you read this file, run this main method, right?
Okay.
Okay, so basically what you need to understand here is that if I have any methods over here, any methods definitions, these are not being ran.
Okay.
These are just method definitions. All right.
Okay.
I need to invoke them in order for them to run.
Okay.
And a method invoked looks like this. All
Okay.
right. It's not longer a definition. It's the name of the method and the parenthesis. That means that I'm invoking the method.
Yeah. The method, and if you want, you can pass any parameters.
Exactly. In
Okay.
this case, I didn't take any parameters, but if I was invoking, I don't know, this process data,
Yes.
I need to pass in some parameters. Uh, and
Okay.
right,
All this. Okay.
exactly. And now I'm invoking it, right?
Okay. Okay.
So when you run this ETL file,
Yes.
initially you're defining all these methods, but you're not doing anything with it. It's until you reach this part where it says, all right, invoke main. All right. And then
What does that if statement mean?
the if statement means if this name is I kind of forgot how this use is. It's just a convention
Okay.
that so that it knows that when you're running the file, it's going to look for.
Main.
Yeah, the thing
Main.
is when you're running a file, it has like a pseudo like a current directory thing
Okay.
that tells you that okay, we're actually running the file now, and
Okay.
it's not like a debugger. It's
Okay.
like
Okay.
it's like a person running this file in the terminal, and it
Okay.
gives you like this pseudo main thing that looks
Okay.
under this pseudo name. But I will
Okay.
have to research a little bit more because this is just a convention that is followed. But
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
let me follow search for an article and I can send it to you. So
Sure.
by
Sure.
basically saying this,
Okay.
if it's not a debugger, if somebody's actually running this stuff,
Okay.
invoke this method, right?
Okay.
And now
Okay.
it's going to look for the method, and the first thing is going to say, okay, we're going to make a connection variable. And this connection variable is going to take from this library,
Okay.
which you imported here,
Okay.
and from that library is going to take the connect method, all right? And the
Okay.
connect method is defined by this library, so you need to worry about defining this one. It's already coming from this library. And
Okay.
here you're passing your variables, which is basically the name of the table, the user and the password, right?
Okay.
So you have your connection, and then from the con, which you imported, I guess, from the site hub maybe as well.
Okay.
Um, you're going to create a cursor, right? And
Okay.
this cursor is coming from once again, those are things that comes from this library.
Okay. Okay.
Correct. So you now have a connection, and now you have a cursor. And now what you're going to these two basically what they do is they give you access to this database.
Okay.
Right?
I understand. So intuitively, I understand what a connection is. So you're connecting to a database to access
Exactly.
it, make changes to it. What is the use of a cursor?
The use of the cursor, it skips my mind like exactly what we use it right now,
Okay.
but we do need both in order to manipulate the database. I think the initial connection just gives you reading access to it, and the
Okay.
cursor gives you like read and write access.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
that's why you need both, but
Okay.
I need to research a little bit more about it. Right.
Okay.
So once you have that, you can pass your cursor and connection,
Okay.
and you're going to invoke this process data. All right.
Okay.
Now this process data is this function.
Okay.
All right, that you define here. And basically what you're saying is, okay, we're going to get all files, and this is like a Python method, specifying this file path. All right.
Okay.
And this file path, you define it here. So
Okay.
you're getting all the files here, and then the len of all files, it just tells you how many files you have, so that you can print, we found this number of files in this file path. And
Okay.
then we're going to iterate. So for each file, and we're going to enumerate is a Python method so that you're going to iterate through all the files, and you're going to give them a an ID, number basically for each file. Then we're going to use func the cursor and that file, and we're going to do is we're going to use a connection and commit whatever function we use for those. And the function should be, where is that? I data file universal files, curse data file, con commit. I'm trying to see where am I calling the process song file and process log file. I have this. All right, cool, got it. So as you can see, this process data, you can pass a function to it. And I'm passing the process song file and the process log file to each of these two. So this func variable now will call this function. And this function is this one. All right, so basically what I'm telling here is for each file, all right, you're going to call that function and you're going to pass that file to it. Along with my cursor. So I'm going to go inside that function, and then I'm going to read the information that I got right into data frame, and then I'm going to do like the whole song table insert and song data. So this is pretty much how it works. I don't know if it gives you a clear idea of how.
Yeah, I have a much better idea of.
Awesome.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
Awesome. Anything else I can help you with today?
No, I'm good. But hopefully by next week I'll finish. I'll try to finish off all the comments you gave me. I'm almost done.
Right.
Also written the doc strings. I'll just write down the markdown format.
Right.
Yeah. The rest of the comments, I think I should, at least by end of the day, I think I'll be able to submit it.
Yeah, I believe you will solve them as well.
Yeah.
Awesome. Feel free to if you have any troubles, just send me a message to the chat.
Sure. Okay.
Have a nice weekend, Pravat. It was nice talking to you.
You too. Bye.